www.maryannelive.com. Hey, I just said Darwin and George Carlin have a lot in common. Have you heard George Carlin's shtick lately, anybody? It's pretty incredible. Check it out. You know, God, if you want to call it that, Bruce, let's see if you agree with me here. I'm going to just take a shot in the dark. The divine doesn't care. We can do whatever we want. We were given the gift of free will. You call it the conscious mind, right? I'll call it free will. We'll destroy ourselves. And then maybe if reincarnation is possible, or Mother Nature wants to entertain herself again and split some other kind of cell so it can know itself, maybe we'll begin again. In the meantime, for those of us biting our nails down to the nub, listening to this program, who feel overwhelmed with awareness, who understand that reading 2,000 self-help books, the 2001 one might not do it, understanding that the answer might not be out there. What is the answer, Bruce? Because we're all waiting to hear it. And if you don't have it, I'm going to ask my dog who's asleep in front of me, because likely she might have the answer. She's at peace where none of us are, Bruce. Talk to us about that. Yeah. Right. That's right. And you know, one of the ways that's profound what you just said, and if you have missed that, here's another way of saying that. And by the way, I'm sorry that that felt like criticism. I wanted to add an additional bit of friction, because there's a lot of people that hold that belief, right? That relationship is really just a recreation of your family dynamics. So I wanted to include it. So thanks for including it. But right, and my point that I want to make right now is, in addition to what you said, one of the things that I invite folks to do, because I found it to be true in my 30 years of study and research on why people do what they do repeatedly in unconsciousness and how do you wake up from that, is making that distinction between who I am and who I'm not. So when I hear you say self-reflection, what self is reflecting? And there's lots of masters who have said this, but the ego distorted, unconscious jumble of programming, looking at something through all these clouded traumas that are stuck in the body, versus our essential self. That's the work, in my estimation, worth doing. Pulling away, if you can, as vigilantly as possible, who you are not, so the essential self can emerge and shine and find this utopia that you're talking about. That's the work that I feel like you're inviting folks to do. Is that right?